You will not be able to stay home, brother.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. We'll have a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Will cause a whole lot of jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he tryna get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Will have a whole lot of jumping shit.
What's going on, party people? It's your man, 50 Grand, the Godfather, Nate Milton, and you are about to listen to another excellent episode from the Nefarious Media Network. Since January of 2025, we have been putting it down for the crown, and we've been committed to bringing you truthful, thoughtful, turned-up commentary as it pertains to the worlds of sports, politics, pop culture, pro wrestling, entertainment, and life. Yes, life. This thing that we are all just trying to get through day by day. An electric word called life, as the man used to say. And that brings us to the drive for 500. Yes, 500 YouTube subscribers, which gets us halfway to monetization, and 500 Patreon subscribers. Patreon.com/Nefarious Media Network. That's our stretch goal for the year. Because if we hit those marks, it allows us the flexibility and the freedom and the funds, quite honestly, to do some more things here at the network, to be more consistent with our shows, to bring you new shows, and to bring some people on to help with production. So if you believe in us, man, if you believe in what we're doing here, because we got a lot of hardworking people, myself included, working 50, 60 hours a week at the shoot jobs, got families, got kids, got responsibilities, but we still do this, man, because we love this and we believe in this. And if you believe in us and you love the shows that we do, help us out, man. Help a brother out. Help a sister out. That's all we asking, because we are trying to change the game by any means necessary, even if those means may be nefarious.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
This is SBF, Styles Break Fights, with your hosts, Chinyere Okafor and Ray Williams, presented by the Nefarious Media Network.
Hi. It's your boy 2-Way Ray, and we are back again with another Live Watch edition, Live Watch installment of the Styles Break Fights podcast. People, how y'all doing out there? Just glad to be back. I know. Last week I said I wasn't coming back. I know it said it's back-to-back shows, back-to-back numbered shows, rather. I was like, I don't know if I could do it, but I'm here. The people requested it. No people requested it. I just thought it'd be good to at least stay consistent with the numbered events, even though they're going back to back. But Today, I am not alone. I am not alone, and I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm here to share this experience of watching UFC 325, Volkanovski versus Lopes 2, with another esteemed friend right here at the Nefarious Media Network. You know him, you love him. If you've been following for a while, you've seen his work with his tag team partner, Downtown Gerard Brown, for the Ring Theory podcast. He's also a big fan of MMA, and I'm glad to have him here. I'm interested in picking his brain on the sport and on the upcoming fights that we have. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and welcome in mid-card, or what is it? Not mid, is it upper mid-card? I need to put respect on his name. Upper mid-card, Jay Lacey. What's going on, brother Jay?
What is going on? Good evening to you, Mid-Card Mafia. Rise and respect. What's happening with you, brother? How you doing, bro?
I'm all good. Brother. I'm glad to be here with you as we go through these fights. I'm glad at an earlier hour as well. If you guys have been following UFC for a while, you know that they've tried the 9 p.m. time slot before with their pay-per-views, but it did not stick. They went back to 10 p.m., and which means that most cards would have to end at around 1 a.m. Eastern, 1:30 Eastern, which is not good on me, especially if I got to get up for church in the morning. So I'm glad that they went back to the earlier start times. But enough about me. Let's go ahead and talk about you, brother Jay. Before we get into this card, usually all the guests and all the folks, because we're going to drop a little bit of an announcement a little later on regarding the future of this podcast and Jay's part in that future. But before we get into that, I always like to ask everybody, what got you into MMA?
I've always enjoyed combat sports, man. Whether it's pro wrestling, I was a big Bruce Lee kid, growing up, the kung fu movies and stuff like that. So I've always enjoyed that kind of thing. My body frame is not meant for that kind of punishment. So I just like to, live through other people, you know what I'm saying? So mixed martial arts has always been like a thing I've always enjoyed. Oddly enough, my wife is like heavy into mixed martial arts too. I showed her a fight years ago with Josh Koscheck, who's actually from who rep Fresno, for a little bit. And I was like, hey, he's from Fresno, check him out. And she got hooked. And like that's what we do. We watch, combat sports and MMA anytime we can. We actually know some folks that fight professionally, and so we'll go support them. And we go to our local 559 fights. Shout out to them. And so we just go and do that and support them and the fighters locally. And of course, watching on the worldwide frame, the UFC is very exciting. I love it. I have a lot of respect for individuals that, number one, take the physical pain, the punishment, the discipline it takes to go ahead and sacrifice, whether it's from friends, family, and all that good stuff. So, respect to all those individuals that step between the ropes and also, lock themselves in the cage.
Indeed. Well, I got a follow-up question that's usually tied to that particular question. So how did you kind of realize that, we're both African American. Unless you got some more like ethnicity thrown your way. I know you like to throw out the basura, so I don't know if you're Dominican or if you got some Puerto Rican.
I got Panamanian blood coursing through my veins, bro. You know what I mean? That's where that come from. You know what I mean?
Right, I got you. So African American or Black MMA fighters, they're usually, it's usually rare to see a lot of them coming up at the same time. We had the era of the light heavyweights, as I like to call it, the Negro Leagues, where we had Anthony Rumble Johnson, we had DC Daniel Cormier, we had John Bones Jones, Rashad Evans, we had Jimmy Manawa. I just throw him in. He's got some black in him. Anderson Silva, I know you black. You may not be African American, but
Yeah.
So and he would jump in and out, and you've also had some other black superstars that come up from other weights, from other weight classes, I should say. Aljamain Sterling, who is a former UFC featherweight champion. So,
Don't forget Mighty Man.
how were you able to um, get into the sport? Given that the representation was there, but it may not have been there as much as we would like.
I think what those brothers did, they were able to kick down doors and break down barriers that um years ago, like I don't think that would have been made available to them. Looking at it from because I cover professional wrestling, I think mixed martial arts was a little bit more um even kill. So like if you have a fighter, like we'll say a John Jones, who comes in with a pedigree of wrestling, and he's got this, and I'm gonna put an asterisk on it, undefeated streak. He's undeniable. You have to give him an opportunity to fight for the title, or else your sport is not as legitimate as you're saying that it is. Professional wrestling, it doesn't matter what your record is. If the promoter doesn't want to promote you, or if he doesn't see that he can make money off of you, that promoter is not going to do it. And so knowing that if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. I think that's why we got to see a lot of the Rashad Evans, who had this wrestling background, go in and make as much noise as he did, and that opened up doors for other African Americans or black or people of color for that matter to come in, have those opportunities at making lots and lots of money off of this sport. I mean, they should be honestly making more money than that they are, but at least it's a start, and they got the opportunity to get those endorsement deals as well too.
Indeed. Yeah, I think I mentioned it before. It's kind of like for me, it's kind of like, on the one hand, they do highlight, at least if they're if the superstars are kind of like vocal, then they do highlight a lot of those superstars. Quentin Rampage Jackson is a big example.
Another one that made money too. I mean, he was making noise, was Kimbo Slice.
Oh yeah.
He was. I mean, if Dana White didn't think that he can make some bread off of that dude, he would not have brought him into the UFC like instantly. I mean, he brought him in on the what's it called, the
Ultimate
that
Fighter.
one. I'm sorry.
Well, he was on they brought him into the Ultimate Fighter.
That's the name of it. Yeah, you brought him in on Ultimate Fighter, and then they gave him a fight. Yeah, so
that was essentially supposed to be pretty much the Kimbo Slice show. Like, they didn't expect the other guys. Like, I think Brendan Shaw came up from that show, and Matt Mitrione came up from that show. But I think the guys mainly and Roy Nelson ended up eventually winning that show, the contract. But I think it was a big thing. They wanted to really see Kimbo Slice kind of, because they wanted to put the spotlight on him, especially with his background that he had with the street fights in Florida. So yeah, you make a good point with Kimbo, even though he wasn't the most technically sound.
No.
But
if you knew that, okay, you don't watch backyard fights for the technical aspect of it.
Exactly.
You're looking for the knockouts. You're looking for somebody getting starts. So that's exactly what they're hoping to translate onto the UFC screen, is bringing in somebody that can hopefully bring somebody that has NyQuil in his gloves and just knock someone out.
Pretty much
happen that way.
And he did all right. He did respectably, and for what he could do, but he just got pretty much exposed, and then he went on to Bellator, and that was not the
I knew you were gonna go there.
Was exactly. So
with that
said, with that said, rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. We miss you, bro. But he brought a lot of eyeballs that wouldn't have otherwise been into the sport before. So, but with that though, I think I was going to say, on the other hand, I think, and I always tell this story. It was, I want to say, about 4 years ago. They had a I want to see if it's still up too. UFC had a Black History Month thing going on. This was before Trump came back in office. So no,
Okay. Things done
so
changed.
yeah. But I want to say like 2022, 2023, they had a Black History promotion going on, and they were doing like different vignettes with people. And I know they're starting out with the introduction for the first fight. Jamie Malarkey taking on Soul Killed. Soul Killed. Let me see what his first name is. I'm gonna hurry up and finish up my thought. Killian Soul Killed.
Okay.
So before we get into that fight, I just want to finish my thought though. The first vignette that they put out wasn't of an African American fighter. It wasn't of an African American trainer. It was of Michael Chandler and his wife adopting a black son. I was like, wait a minute, what that? Are we already making it about like white savior stuff?
God.
Like with the first video for Black History Month?
Yeah.
And then they eventually started featuring African American and people of color or fighters and athletes of color. But I'm just like, what are we doing? And then on the website,
it could have been worse. It could have had Duplessis on there.
oh right, the true African American, like Elon Musk.
Exactly. But I mean, this is why it's important to have people at the table that can at least give you some direction and read a room and be like, hey, look, this ain't the move to make. I mean, we can mention it, but after the fact, because we got some other people on here like a Daniel Cormier. Oh, they swinging. That could actually that we could highlight. So
right. And like I said, I think they eventually ended up getting to that point, but I think that first vignette was just tone deaf on their end. But
not surprised. Not surprised.
Exactly. Well, we're getting into Saul Killed versus Malarkey. Saul Killed momentarily had a takedown. Malarkey's back up on his feet. All right. So, are you familiar with either Jamie Malarkey or Killian Saul Killed, Brother Jay?
Oh, this is my first time watching both of these guys go at it.
Well, I've heard quite a bit about Malarkey. And Malarkey, he has a former UFC fighter, former UFC featherweight in his corner, Ross Pearson, who's his main head coach. But I haven't heard much about Saul Killed. They're both Australian, so got some Aussie on Aussie violence here down in the land down under. Oh,
oi.
He tried to land some body shots until Malarkey got him in the body lock, double underhooks against the cage, but he's not really dropping down, going for a takedown just yet. Saul Killed got a heavy whizzer in. Well, you mentioned that you felt that you weren't built for MMA. Who knows, brother? Who knows if life would have went another way? But have you practiced martial arts at all?
When I was younger, and then I hit a growth spurt, and they put a basketball in my hand. So I was like, okay, this is I think what I'll be doing for the next several years or so. So, but yeah, I followed. You just saw what I saw. So yeah, so nice. Yeah, I've always followed the sport. And I've had, like I said, a massive respect for those individuals that are that disciplined to stay on track and learn new techniques, and it's the athleticism. I love it.
Gotcha. All right. Well, just like that, game over. Killian Saul Killed with the rear naked choke, aka neck crank, for the submission victory. He was able to get the takedown, able to get kind of like a half of his hooks in, or one of his hooks in, but kind of thread that needle for the grapevine and then get the arm around the neck for the tap.
That trip was nasty.
Yeah.
That's what had me stuck in my thoughts for a minute. I was like, wow, that trip was nasty. Like I said, I ain't built for that. I might just tap out from a trip like that. I ain't built for that, you know what I mean?
It'd be like I got Art Jemison in UFC 1 who just tap in side control or in full mount. It was like, I don't know what's going on. This man is on top of me. I don't know.
Get him off me.
Yeah.
This is not it. I'll be the equivalent of Glass Joe and Mike Tyson Punch Out. You know what I mean? That would be me if we were going to be like a UFC creative fighter or something like that, man.
Glass Joe.
All bad.
All right. Congratulations to Salkill. All right. Well, I think we'll have some time. Hopefully, all of these are finishes, hopefully, because as we transition over, last weekend on the main card, there was only one finish. I was able to watch it live. I know that you and the missus were out and about. You said you were able to get a chance to watch it a little bit later on. I just wanted to at least hear your thoughts, if you had any thoughts about anything else on the card other than the main event, or if you just wanted to go straight to the main event between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett for the interim UFC lightweight championship.
We could talk the main card. Matter of fact, I saw, from the main card, starting with John Silva and Arnold Allen. I've seen Silva fight before. That didn't surprise me that he came out with the victory over Allen. Wasn't really familiar with Allen's game, but I mean, John Silva is he's nasty. He's a nasty dude, man. I'm looking forward to see what they put up for him next in the featherweight division. Another fighter I'm familiar with in the next fight was Rose Namajunas and Natalia Silva, I think it is. Yeah, Natalia Silva.
Yes.
And man, I am a Thug Rose fan. I mean, she's like been one of my favorite female actually one of my favorite fighters, regardless of gender, man. She's dope. I mean, she's awesome. Like the mantra that she has, I'm the best. I'm the best. And she just repeats it. It's just amazing to me,
Yeah, she's one of my favorite fighters too.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome, bro. Let me get back to my screen over here because I lost it. Okay. Derek Lewis and Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you, what did you think of that fight?
I think Acosta was he was pressuring Derek. Derek was trying to fire off some shots, but he just seemed like he was tentative. And then he got caught, and then it wasn't like he was trying to build his base up, and it kind of seemed as though he gave up once he got on all fours. It just seemed as though he was just resigned on the fight getting stopped.
Yeah. So I had to watch it a couple times. Like I did see when he got clipped and he slipped a little bit, and to me it was like, oh man, I don't want to say he quit, but yeah, I guess he gave into the reality that this dude is on a different level than what I was training for, So reality set in. And again, no shade, no disrespect to anybody that steps in the cage, because again, they're more than they're better than what I could ever do, But I did have a thought with going back to the Namajunas Silva fight.
Yes.
Dude, I've never seen someone naming Silva do so much feinting before throwing a kick or a punch. It was like the salsa. I mean, you could have turned the sound down and put some cha-cha music on, and this girl was just swinging them hips. Like, what is going on? You know what I mean? So, again, I was hoping Rose would come through with a victory, but didn't happen. Natalia Silva is a better fighter that night. So
yeah, and I'm glad. I'm real quick. I'm glad you mentioned that because she was really jittery, and I don't know if it was just her doing, like you said, her just being focused on the feints, but it's like if you keep constantly doing feints, then it starts to lose its value. It's like I don't know if she was like nervous or if she always does that, but yeah, it just seemed like she was just so wired up with the frequent movements. It was kind of crazy to see for me. And
it was bizarre.
yeah, and Rose ended up getting eye poked, which I didn't notice at first, but
Yeah.
they showed like numerous eye pokes, and I think she had to have. I don't know if she had to have surgery on the eye, but I know they were saying like her eye was kind of jacked up. So, wishing the best, Stuck Rose, for a speedy recovery.
100 for
And
sure.
I thought she actually won that fight. I thought the round one was close. I think round one was close, and then I think I gave Natalia the second round. No, I think I gave Thug Rose the second round, and I gave Natalia the first round, but the third round rather.
Yeah.
But I thought like the first round was close, but I thought Rose won it, but it wasn't like a robbery or anything.
No. It wasn't surprising. I mean, I did have my bias. I'm like, okay, I want Thug Rose to win. That's just, following her since her early career in the UFC, and just like really was hoping that she could pull off the victory, but it wasn't meant to be, so
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Pick it up from where you left off.
Yeah. So, Derek Lewis fight, I was disappointed with that one, but hey, it is what it is. Going up
and
to
especially he talks a lot of trash, and this time he was just talk about, oh, I'm gonna beat him down simply because he said I Dominican, I know black. So I was like, come on,
That's
you gonna
crazy.
talk all that smack and then lose like that? That was crazy to me.
Yeah, man. Okay, so the next one, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong. Dude, I was hoping for some, some fireworks. Yadong is like, dude, this that boy good. You know what I mean? And then you got Sean O'Malley, who I typically don't feel a certain way about. I'm like, okay, he's an entertaining fighter or whatever. But I did see on YouTube that he had like a little documentary talking about his setbacks while he's been in UFC for like the last couple of years, and popping positive for a couple of banned substances or whatnot, and making it unknown to him that he was, cheating, pulling a Paul George, as we say, So that pretty much was like, okay, I'm wanting to see how he bounces back from those setbacks in his career and how he handles the adversity that would be a Song Yadong. And he did good. He looked crisp. I thought it was gonna. I was hoping it would go to a decision, which it did, and I was really impressed with how Sean O'Malley how he performed. What were your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I thought he had a crisp performance. I think that first round, he was kind of getting himself together, and especially it's hard to come back from back-to-back losses against the champion. So trying to get in that headspace where you can get back your confidence is very hard. And he's talked about trying to change his life for the better with I believe he has 2 kids now.
Yeah.
And so I think he's on the right page. I kind of before I was kind of like getting tired. When he first came on the scene out of the Contender Series, I thought, yeah, this guy, he can make things happen. And then all of a sudden, it seemed as though he was kind of going in. He wanted to be similar to a Conor McGregor, but then he started dyeing his hair, and then he started doing all this crazy stuff, like he's getting on Twitch, and he's trying to brand himself a certain way, but it didn't seem as though fighting was that important to him until he kind of got into the cage with Peter Yan, and he was able to pick up a surprising decision against Peter Yan, and then get himself in a position for a championship fight, and was able to win the championship. So now I'm saying, okay, so he's trying to put himself he's trying to take the sport a little bit more seriously now. But then came those 2 losses to Marab, and I think he came back too quickly in between. I think he should have at least fought someone else so that we could see if there was any improvement. But at least in the second fight, it wasn't as though he was kind of getting taken down at will like he was in the first fight.
Right. Right.
So I think this fight, it was going to clearly show if he learned from his mistakes from those 2 Marab fights. The first fight, or the first round rather, against Song Yadong, who was very capable both on his feet and on the ground. I think Sean O'Malley was able to pretty much keep at will, use angles, stay away from the big shots, the looping shots of Song, and was able to stay out of the takedowns until like literally the last 30 seconds. And so I think that one was the round that people were kind of questioning, okay, did Song really win this round, or did he just escape? He didn't really use the takedowns for anything, like for damage wise or for ground and pound or searching for submissions. And then in the second round, he started out with kind of a takedown, but Sean O'Malley was able to get back to his feet, and then Sean was just able to take over from there and just bloody up Yadong. And again, just stay out of danger while imposing his will on the feet. So I think it was a masterful performance by Sean O'Malley. I think it puts him in a good position. Should he be next for the title, even though Marab lost and even though he beat Peter Yan? I don't know, but we'll see what happens, whether or not they have a rematch between Yan and whether they have a rematch between Yan and Marab, whether they throw Umar Nurmagomedov, who also had a big victory. I know. He on the prelim features of this particular card, he got a big win, and so who knows? And then Corey Sandhagen is just continuously calling out Sean O'Malley, but it doesn't even seem like Sean O'Malley's paying any attention. So we'll see where they put Sugar Sean next.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we wanted to go ahead and I know we got our next fight coming up, but you wanted to go ahead and tell us your thoughts about the main event from UFC 324.
Yeah, quickly with between Gaethje and Pimlet, Pimlet showed me something that I didn't think he had in him, man. He got that dog in him, and I mean, like, he's like durable, tougher than a $2 steak, if someone would say, you know. He's got some heart, and I mean, because I know Gaethje was throwing some hands on him, and the way Pimlet was just like absorbing a lot of the damage, you know. Gaethje had his moments where I thought he was going to finish Pimlet, but for whatever reason, Patty the Batty was like, you know what, I'm not going to tap, I'm not going to gas out, and I mean, I have a lot more respect for Patty Pimlet after the fight than what I had going into the fight.
Yeah, same here. First off, when his walkout, man, like everybody was on their feet. They was going crazy. And you know me, brother, the dairy was looking quite ripe up in there. I wish I was in the house, like, where the white women at? Just going on with the dance. But everybody was on their feet. It was like a party up in there, bro.
Oh, but, no doubt.
But like you said, I think he proved his toughness. But on the other hand, I think he mentioned, like, I already knew I was tough. I just wanted to get the belt. But it just seemed like Justin Gaethje, we know what kind of style Justin Gaethje is going to go out there with. He's going to go out with that swing with reckless abandon, throw kicks when I need to throw kicks, but also stay measured, because I know that Patty wants to take me down and try to submit me. So, and just man, the way Justin, like you said, I thought the fight was done in the first round.
Oh, I knew. I was like, oh, it's an early night. Not so fast.
Right. And then like Patty just wills himself back up. But like you could still see, even with the shots that, because I know a lot of people, well, of course, you're gonna have a bunch of people saying this was the fight of the year. And on one hand, I can see because of the excitement of it, and like the exciting nature of it, and it's going back and forth. Not really, well, kind of back and forth, only because the guy just keeps standing up after getting dropped. But
yeah.
But it's like I could tell the exciting nature of it, but I'm a big technique guy. I practice jujitsu, and I'm also like volunteer wrestling coach at the high school that I work at. So I'm big into like technique, and I also do a little bit of striking here and there. It's just like the way Patty was just, it seemed like he was just throwing like slaps at him. It was just like, how you expect to knock him out and you throwing strikes like that? And then like with Gaethje, like Gaethje was throwing some good stuff, but then he would just be looping around and just
his
whipping
movement was
like completely. And it's like, oh my goodness, what is going on? But then Gaethje started, I think in that third round, started using a little bit of his wrestling, like with the front headlocks and dragging and snapping him down. And I was kind of wondering, why wasn't he like going around and trying to take the back? But I think some of the commentators were kind of going with, well, I think he's trying to put more weight on them and gas Patty out, and also like throw shots from underneath as well, which I saw he was doing a lot with that. So he got quite a few takedowns. I think he ended up with 3 official takedowns in the fight, and I think either 3 or 4 knockdowns. And so I think he was using that game to his advantage. But you also saw that he was kind of pacing himself so that he didn't blow his wad towards the end. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I think it was a well-earned victory for Justin Gaethje in a fight that I don't even think should have ever happened. Because with all the stuff going on with Ilia Topuria. I do want to talk about the fight that was supposed to happen, but we do have our next fight up on the cards. Tai Tuivasa versus
Taliesin Teixeira.
Yes, thank you. Taliesin Teixeira. So I'm going to go ahead and swap
Taliesin
over.
Teixeira.
Taliesin or Taliesin?
Taliesin. My boy, 6'7". This dude. Whew.
I don't know, man. The bigger they are, the harder
You also got Tai Tuivasa too. I mean, this one ain't going a distance. This one ain't going a distance.
No, man.
I've seen Tuivasa. When he goes the distance, it's ugly.
That is true.
It's ugly, you know. Like what's his name? Jim Ross would say, "Bowling shoe ugly."
Bowling shoe ugly, yeah.
No. But this one should have some fireworks on it, man.
I'm hoping so.
I think so too.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Already swinging heavy.
I don't know if I got the delay on you or if you behind me. I might have my Croatian feet on. Oh, you said they are swinging. Oh, high crotch takedown. Tuivasa's on his back. Half guard. Like you said, the jiu-jitsu, I think you said it earlier, jiu-jitsu of Teixeira might come into handy here. But the ground and pound, though, Ty Vasa needs to work his way back up. Has control 2-on-1 on the hand for a moment there. He's got to get out of here, especially him on home turf. He can't lose like this.
Okay. I might be ahead of you because they just got
Right,
back to a vertical base.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're ahead of me. All right, he's up. Oh, he's holding onto the cage. Yeah, Goddard needs to get on him.
Yeah, I might have like that 10 seconds ahead of you or whatever.
Gotcha. If it's a finish, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
That's why I stay quiet, brother.
No, outside trip. Now in full mount. Let me turn the commentary down. I don't want them. Oh, do you find it? I mean, I think this usually what happens with the overseas cards that Joe Rogan doesn't usually go with them, but yeah, now they have John Anik, DC, and Michael Bisping in the commentators booth tonight.
I mean, they got a good rotating squad. I mean, I enjoy the broadcast either way. To me, what was shocking, or most shocking, was when John Anik first took on the full-time role of the lead commentator.
Oh yeah,
that was the most shocking hit of his voice, because for years, oh my gosh, his name escapes me, but it was like a two-man booth. And
Mike Goldberg.
Gosh. Yes, Mike Goldberg. Yeah. Because for years he was the voice of UFC, and then having it to go to John Anik now, it's like at first the change was very jarring, but now it's you're used to it. It's not that he's bad or anything, or I didn't value what he brings to the table. It's just different,
Yeah, it is. It is.
When you're used to something and you have that change, it's a little weird at first.
Yeah, especially when they had both him and Kenny Florian, and everybody was like, they sound the same. Like, I can't tell the difference. But I think that was a good duo. Well, it's evident now because they got enough chemistry to where they've been keeping a podcast together. But yeah, I think so too. It's like you're so used to hearing that big voice of Mike Goldberg, and so when you hear John Anik, it doesn't have like that weight behind it like a Mike Goldberg did. But I think he worked his way into it. And I used to follow John Anik when ESPN did a MMA based show called MMA Live.
Okay.
It had John Anik, he was the host. Molly Karam before her fame with First Take.
Oh boy.
And then it would have like a rotating Garrett Davies, who's like a British reporter on the MMA scene. It had him come in. Brett Okamoto, who's in the scene, he would pop in every now and then it would have like a rotating list of fighters. I know Rashad Evans was on there for a while. Chael Sonnen did some work with them for a while. And this was before John Anik even had an opportunity to get into the booth. This was like, I want to say 3-4 years before.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's like I was kind of proud to see him get that position. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad he got it before. Like, I know there's some guys like Steve Rogers from the WEC. I don't want to say I hate that guy. That's too strong. But
not your preference.
Not at all. It just seemed as though he was only there, like he didn't know much about the sport, and my guy Frank Mir was just carrying him, but
Yeah.
he knew how to pitch stuff. It's kind of similar if you guys are wrestling fans, similar to like a Don West. It's like he didn't know much about this, but he could pitch something, he can make something seem exciting.
Yeah.
Um,
I felt bad because I mean, like you, I didn't hate Don West. I just didn't watch TNA because of Don West. And of course, he passed away. I'm like, man, I didn't wish death on him. I feel bad, but I know he meant a lot to a lot of people. And yeah, that I don't know why I just publicly confessed to that.
It's all right, brother. You're on the couch, brother.
Right? This is a safe space. I've said worse.
Yeah, right. We definitely. Well, yeah. Rest in peace, brother Don.
Right.
Man,
Well, it looks like I cursed this fight, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, hey, you never know. It just made it out of the first. Who knows? It could end.
Right.
It could end within the next 4.5 minutes, at least on my clock. But he, Tuivasa ended up making it out of the first round.
Whew, if he would have connected. Yeah, they just started the second round going 4:05 into the second round.
Yeah, you're a good 10 seconds. Yeah, you were right. But the thing is, like, with you being so tall, your chin is just sticking up right up in the air. And this is something that used to be kind of a detriment with, I don't know if you remember the fighter, Stefan Struve.
Yeah, skyscraper. Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, like 6'10. Yeah. But the thing about him and taller fighters too, that I wish I would see more of is the jab. If you got the reach advantage, create the distance and make them invade your space. That way, if you and I know it's a lot easier said than done, but at the same time, dude is 6'7". I mean, you
6'7".
You test that chin, or at least you pop that jab out there and you just create that distance and make them come on your terms,
Ejectocito, cuz. I get exactly. I'm sorry.
Clip it.
I know.
Or rather, should I say, you negotiate the fight on your terms.
Right, exactly. There you go. All right, he's got him down again, though. But no, like, Tuivasa isn't locking up his guard, really. He's leaving his legs pretty much wide open. He's just got his bottom leg over the top. He's not really locking his legs together. Now it's wide open, and now
full
right
mount.
into the mount again. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna end up getting finished sometime soon. 2 minutes
think,
on my end.
You think somebody gonna gas out?
I think Tuivasa's already gassing out. He's trying to bench press out of stuff. Now he's willingly giving up the back, at least on my end.
Yeah. Yeah, he's laying belly flat.
Yeah,
that's never good.
It's not like he's trying to work his way to a base and trying to get out.
I mean, you got a 250-pound dude, 6'7", laying on top of you. Ain't much you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was funny. Like, it's been my first time in the gym in a while. I went this morning, and I have the benefit of being like the bigger guy. I'm not going to say my height because I want to keep it as a mystery because apparently Nate thinks I'm like 5'7", so I'm gonna keep letting them think that. It looks like you're going for maybe like a front Ezekiel. No. He's standing him out. At least he's not. At least he doesn't have back control anymore. But I usually go up against bigger guys, but I'm usually like the bigger guy in the gym. So like I it feels like, you know what, I don't try to use strength all the time. I try to use technique as much as I possibly can, but I try to implement strength like technically when I can. And so I'm usually like the heavier guy who can, if I need to move somebody, I'll move them.
Okay.
I faced this guy today. He was similar to the same size as me. I'm like around 250, 255. I tried to do a move that I usually do with everybody where I could just roll them. If they get like in a side controller somewhere, like I could just roll over and get on top. Like that was not happening with this dude. I was like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to use technique now. And that's the thing, like you said, with the tie to Vasa, is like it's only so much you can do, and it's like a guy got you flattened out, and he's bigger than you are.
Yeah.
Oof. Short right, and then left.
And that replay, Teixeira got him mounted and gets a hammer fist. You'll see it right now.
Yep, you're right on point with that one. But the thing is, like, Teixeira's beating him on the feet, and then he's taking him to the ground and he's battering him on the ground. So it's like, where can Tuivasa win right now?
He's gonna have to close the distance. I mean, at this point, I got Teixeira up 2 rounds, you know?
Yep. Same.
So Tuivasa is gonna have to basically do what Tuivasa does, you know, just be a raging bull and get that one lucky punch to his chin.
Yeah,
but I don't think he can close the distance because again, I think with either the jab or the kicks are gonna keep distance.
Yeah. He's gotta, like you say, he's gotta throw caution to the wind, take shots to throw shots.
Well, he's been taking shots.
Right. But he's, like you said, he's been at the end of the shots. It's not like he's trying to come in, press the pace and getting caught. He's like getting picked apart from distance.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. He's swinging now, and then Teixeira's just going straight back into the fence. He's not circling off. Get out of the clinch. Knees to the thighs. Teixeira cannot win the fight from here.
He needs to get up against the cage. Yeah. He ain't. Yeah. I think he knows he's up 2 rounds, so he's just trying to play it safe, which is kind of dangerous, especially when you know you're up against somebody who has to go for a finish.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I think the commentators are saying it as well, like he knows he's in no danger if Tuivasa's hands are together and not like slamming against his face. So he's like, he's good being in this position. Oh, there we go.
Now. Wait a minute now.
There we go.
Wait a minute.
Oh! Wobbled him. Oh my goodness. Teixeira is on wobbly legs. This Australian crowd, but Teixeira just throws back another straight right down the pike. Oh,
I'll tell you, bro. I'll tell you, you gotta go for broke.
That's what I'm talking about. And now Teixeira is trying to go for those takedowns. They don't have enough steam on it. But again, he does not need to get stuck in this clinch. He needs to get out of the clinch and start firing off shots.
Yeah. That tells me that Tuivasa is gassed. Just leaning on him, just like hoping he could just rest on him for whatever reason. But he's not up on the card, you know. So of course there's no urgency behind Teixeira. He's like, I just gotta survive the next 2.5 or the next 2 minutes, really.
Exactly. Like I said before, as long as the hands are wrapped around my waist, they're not punching me in the face, Bars. So he's good there, but now back in the center. Both men tired. Teixeira hands on the waist for a quick moment. Tuivasa's nose busted.
Yeah, he's just leaning on him on the cage. He's like, I just got to survive a minute and a half and get my hand raised.
I know DC looking at both of these guys like, I'll just smoke both of these. Ooh, good elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, you're just firing off shots now. Yeah, brother Jay, you jinxed it, bro. Unless something happens within this next minute.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, oof. Oh, sprawl. Get behind them, start firing off shots. Don't stay here.
He ain't got the gas. The gas is not in the tank.
And now Teixeira is just gonna be again. If you hugging me, you're not punching me. I'm just gonna stay.
Man, he's practicing the turtle defense. Just curl up. Just curl up and hope that nothing happens.
Man,
even Mark Goddard over here just like, hey, I need y'all to get some action going.
Right. 20 seconds of my end. It's probably the last 10 for you.
12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I paused it a little bit to see how if I can get it back on to where at least we're close in proximity.
Oh, see, that's where he should have went 20 seconds ago. Get behind him, but yeah. He just fell over with 2 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Good old heavyweight fights. Like it's like either they end in the first 2 minutes or they sloppily go all 15.
Yeah. I jinxed it. My bad. My bad.
I
apologize.
It was a hard fight.
Yeah.
It had that Gaethje Pimblett excitement to it. All right, so we're both in agreement. Teixeira is winning this one. Right?
Oh yeah. Taliesin Teixeira is gonna be moving up in the rankings. Tuivasa, I mean, anytime that there's a card in Australia, it's mandatory. I think he has it written in his contract that he has to fight. You know, that way there's a chance that the crowd gets to celebrate with some shoeies. You know, so
exactly.
But hey, if it's not him, then it's at least either Volkanovski or Whitaker. You know, so.
All right. Come on, where is it? There we go. All right, so I'm trying to get the final stats on the fight. So total strikes, Teixeira 97, Tuivasa 64, takedowns, Teixeira's 3 to Tuivasa's 0, I should say. Out of 0 attempts. And now we're getting a decision from Bruce Buffer. Yeah.
Oh, they got it tight. What's his name? 29-28. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, clearly won the first and second round, and then he pretty much, like you said, was just surviving during the third round.
Yeah.
He gassed too, bro. Oh, is that George Gurgel? All suited and booted. I remember him. Dang, he's down to 1. All right. So
Got that single leg on there. Yeah. Yeah. First 2 rounds, like we were saying, yeah, it's all Teixeira. The third round, Tuivasa was the aggressor, obviously for obvious reasons. I mean, he's down 2 rounds. But if I was in his corner, man, let me ask you: if you were in Tai Tuivasa's corner to start the third round, what would you have been saying?
I'm like, you're down, bro. You need to finish. You need to get out there and push the pace, push the pressure on him, and put him down. Like that. That's all I like. Put him down. Like I would have been screaming. You got to put him down. That has been the biggest thing. It's like you're down. You got to push the pace.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to push the pace. You got to put it on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm sure they were yelling that in the corner. It's just like you said. It's so much you can do when you're in that type. If you in that state of like exhaustion. So
right.
So, especially being a big guy too. So, we'll see if they keep Tuivasa around, or Tuivasa around. Tai Tuivasa. I'm calling him Tua like he Tua from the Dolphins. Tai Tuivasa. All right, but big win for Taliesin Teixeira. All right. Well, I guess we could go into now that there's another one of these commercials. We can go into the fight that never was for UFC 324. That was supposed to have been the clash between the two of the greatest women fighters of all time. It should have been. I'm about to call her Holly Holm. What's my name? Kayla Harris.
I'm
not getting my milk mixed together. I'm not getting my 2% mixed with my whole. I'm sorry.
That red cap versus blue cap. Come on, man.
But Kayla Harrison, current UFC bantamweight champion, 2-time gold medalist, which Dana couldn't tell what kind of medalist she was when he was promoting the fight before. But yes, 2-time gold medalist, former PFL former PFL 2-time champion, now UFC bantamweight champion, had to pull out of her fight against former champ Amanda Nunes due to having neck surgery. So, were you looking forward to that fight? And do you think that they're going to reschedule it if Kayla? Because I think they were saying in 6 months they could possibly get it back together, possibly in time for that White House card. So, first off, were you looking forward to the fight? And second of all, do you think she'll be able to come back in time for that White House card?
I answer the second question first. No, I do not think she'll come back for the White House card. I was looking forward to that. Honestly, to me, should have been the main event. If they should have went on last. If that fight were to happen, that should have gone on last, because you got a future Hall of Famer in Amanda Nunes, who, like you said, a two division champion, versus another combat. I mean, she's got a decorated fighter in Kayla Harrison. And when I heard that, she had to have surgery, I was like, nah. So when you're dealing with those types of injuries, you don't know if you're going to come back the same. And I hope that she has a speedy recovery. I hope she comes back better than ever, because I do want to see that fight, because I don't want to get to a point where it's like what if they fought? I'd rather have that dream fight or that dream scenario right now and have a definitive answer. That's just the fight fan in me. And again, for equity standpoint, I don't care if it's a female fighter or whatever. This should have been on last. This should have closed the show. I mean, it just has the makings of a big fight feel. and I hope both women get to experience that because they both deserve it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I thought it should have. I thought it should have been a main event. Um, I don't know why it wasn't. I think it would have still been exciting. Maybe not as exciting as Gaethje versus Pimblett, but I think it would have been a great display of just greatness on both ends. Like, and those women deserve it. It's like as long as Nunes has been around and been near or on top, like she deserves it. And Kayla proven herself to be the champion that people thought she should have been when she was fighting in PFL, and thinking that, hey, she might already be the greatest bantamweight right now, or the best bantamweight in the world right now, even though she's not fighting in the premier organization. People were saying that. So I think it would have been a clash worthy of receiving that. Plus, it's for a legitimate belt. It's not for an interim title.
Thank you. That's that's where I'm coming from. I mean, it's like, okay, you're coming for somebody's not interim title. This is a undisputed title. They're gonna iron it out right there in the cage, you know. So that to me would have, you know, again, we're talking about legitimacy. Yeah, it sucks that whatever happened to Ilya Tapora. That was, dude, that was such a freak accident, you know. But you're fighting over an interim belt between Pimblett and Gaethje. This one between Harrison and Nunes would have been for a legitimate, undisputed title. Give them the main event. Let them close the show, especially as historic of a show as it was being on Paramount. You know, the first show, let the ladies close it out.
Yeah, I think so too. And as far as possibly being ready for the White House card, I mean, I think on one end I do agree with you that you can't take these neck injuries lightly, but on the other end, I know like it's Kayla just being a freak athlete. You know, once she gets through the surgery, she's gonna be rehabbing like a mad woman, and hopefully things happen is to where she can get can get have like a quick recovery. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't bet my house on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kayla Harrison would be to fight for that White House card.
Do you know what kind of neck surgery she had? I'm not familiar. I didn't look
I
into it.
am not sure. I don't know if she mentioned specifically. I don't know if it was like a fusion or matter of fact. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and look that up.
Yeah, because knowing what I know, if it's a fusion, I mean you're looking at least, and that's best case scenario, 9 months. You know,
Right.
and you got the high probability of getting slammed on your back, which is going to be absorbed into your neck, your spinal cord. Yeah, I wouldn't rush that back. I'm looking at it like this: you can rush the fight, or you could just wait and have a longer quality of life. That's more important than anything.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the injury, Harrison, and I'll go ahead and bring this up. Bring this up on screen. All right. All right. The injury. Harrison was suffering from herniated discs in her neck that were pushing on her spinal cord. Her manager, Ali Abdelaziz, revealed she had been dealing with this, including a lack of feeling and strength in her arm for roughly 5 to 10 years. So this has
Yeesh.
been an ongoing thing. The procedure, she underwent surgery in New York to replace a disc in her neck, a procedure necessitated by the risk of permanent damage. Status update as of January 29, 2026. Harrison is in recovering, wearing a neck brace, and has returned to her gym American Top Team, showing a visible scar from the operation. So let's see. Return timeline. While no official date is set, reports indicate a potential 6-month recovery, putting the return in the summer of 2026.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying, because I did hear something about 6 months, but I wasn't sure about the particular surgery. So we'll see what happens if she's able to recover in time or if she needs some more time. I'll always err on the side of, hey, take as much time as you need to heal. But,
Right. I'm 100% behind you. I mean, these people fight for our entertainment, and they have family and lives that they go back to, and I'd much rather them have like a better quality of life versus, me being entertained and them getting a severe injury that could, definitely, impact their longevity, remaining alive. So again, take the time that you need. If you come back in the summer and you're up to it, you're a better person than me. Like I said, I ain't built for it. I'm just here to watch and be entertained. That's it.
Same here. All right. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to shift over to our feature bout of the main card. That is Rafael Fiziev taking on Mauricio Rufy in the lightweight division. Fiziev coming off a loss against Justin Gaethje about a year ago. I believe he's fought since then. Let me go ahead and pull up his record. All right, he does have a win since his fight against Gaethje.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who he won against. And it was a tough fight, and it was a rematch between him and Gaethje. Gaethje was able to get the first fight by decision, and then Fiziev ended up getting into the rematch because Dan Hooker, who's going to be on this card a little later, injured his hand, and he was supposed to take on Justin Gaethje. So, yes, Fiziev's last fight, he got a decision victory over Ignacio Bahamondes. Unanimous decision victory. All right, let's see how Mauricio Rufy is looking up to this point. All right. Rufy is 12-2-0 in his career thus far. Trying to scroll down. All right. And they're showing all these betting commercials with V-Chain and with Bet MGM. Are you a betting man, Brother Jay? I know we tell everybody don't bet on wrestling, but do you bet on any other thing?
Only the stock market, my man.
Yeah.
That's a gamble in and of itself, you know what I mean? But nothing like this. I've never been I've never been a gambling person. I mean, every once in a while, if I go to Vegas, put some money on the roulette table. But this whole, betting on athletes and sports like that, man, that's not for me.
Yeah,
that's not for me. I could take my money and do something else and make it shake. You know what I mean? But this is there's a lot of, like you said, gambling, and it's bad too because I mean it's so accessible.
Yes.
Yeah. It's almost too accessible.
Like like even at my school, I'd be hearing about kids, and it's like y'all not even supposed to be on these betting things, and y'all going on like DraftKings and BetMGM and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said,
the access to it is just crazy.
Yeah. If we can't feed them, we can't feed them. We can't serve them drinks. We can at least get their money somehow.
Exactly. All right. So with Rufy, 3-1 in the UFC, won his first three. 2 out of the 3 he won by TKO, and his last outing was a submission loss to Benoit Saint Denis, who's put himself in a pretty good
That's where I saw him
position.
fight. That's where okay.
Mhm.
So I've seen Saint Denis, and I remember okay, that's where I seen him fight. That's who it was.
All right. So both of these men are pretty much like stand-up artists. Fiziev does have a couple, like he has some takedown offense in his repertoire, but he wants to keep it on its feet as well.
Yeah, I think I'm maybe 3 seconds ahead of you.
Oh, you trimmed it.
Yeah, I trimmed it just a little bit.
All right, so oof, got right into the clinch, but Rufy able to defend it well. Ooh, good leg kick.
Yeah, he can't be taking too many more of those leg kicks like that. Nice body shot.
Clinched up against the cage. See if either man is going to turn this into something. Excuse me. Get some water. Why does Rufy have on shorts that say Santos? I don't know. Fiziev has shorts that has his name on it, but
he grabbed the wrong pack. I don't know.
Well, sometimes I don't know if you follow IBJJF. It's pretty much like just like the formal like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation.
Okay.
Like some of the jiu-jitsu guys, we pretty much just know them by like first and second name, but then like on the IBJJF feed, it puts like 5 names. Like instead of saying like Leandro Lowe, it says like Leandro Ahmed Abdelaziz Lowe Santos or something.
That's wild.
Like,
You know,
geez.
in the Latin culture, you're going to have a few of those names. You know what I mean? So I get it.
Oh, a good right hand. They're exchanging good right hands. Poly market. See another.
Ooh.
Yeah, neither man is looking for a wrestling shot right now.
No. Like you said, they both on their feet, and then oh man, yeah. I wouldn't go down, go to the floor either if I got hands like that. And they both swinging.
Right, I remember, or not remember, but I did mention the wrong name on the trunks. What do you think? I'm pretty sure you've been following for a while. Like once they started doing like the unified style trunks with Reebok and then with Venom, like what do you think about these uniforms? Do you think I know they're not as they don't have as much like independent choices, say like before,
Mhm.
but you also don't get like a guy with like 28 sponsors on his trunks like before.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got Condom Depot and I got Zion's energy drink. It's like what?
Exactly. Form.
Right.
Yeah, I understand why they cleaned it up quite a bit. I like the fight kits, especially on the corner team, so keeping that
Mhm.
uniform makes it look cleaner. I do like that. I do like how they've opened it up a little bit more to where it's like there's more than one type of design that they can have on the trunks, you know?
Mhm.
Like, there's that one cat, oh my gosh. He has a camouflage on his trunks. Um, he's able to get
Oh,
oh my gosh. He's from I believe Arkansas. I can't remember his name. But anyway, you can have a little bit more personality and show that if you have the cachet within the UFC. But I do like the cleaner look. Um, but they gotta do something about. I mean, the canvas is still it's still like a pop up ad. You're always gonna
yeah.
have those different logos on there, and yeah, especially with the on the fence as well too. You got it's not the turnbuckles, but they got the pads on each bend of the fence, and on top of the fence as well too. So that's more ad display. So
Yeah.
yeah, they got to do something about that. That's crazy.
There's so much going on. There's like too much going on.
Hmm.
But I think that's there to stay. Like you're gonna have all this stuff on the cage. Like you see the Budweiser. I think last week, I think they had like the Wrecking Crew movie on it.
Yeah.
So oh they got we talked about Duplessis before. They got his Knox energy drink on on the side. Uh I don't know if you follow me and Chi Chi. Chi Chi actually, I think she got sent like some Knox hydration drink. I was like,
Oh,
oh, let me get
good
some.
for her. Shout out to Chi Chi.
All right, shout out to Chi Chi. Hopefully she's watching at home, probably following up on this. But well, yeah, we were trying. I think like pretty much the whole episode we was trying to get like a Knox sponsorship. So if you listening, Duplessis, we still not averse to pushing that Knox hydration drink, even in the States.
100%.
All right. Because he's switching stances a lot. Oh, the body shot. But Fazier's a more aggressive guy moving forward a lot.
I was
Rufy's the
about to
one.
say that because he's definitely controlling the tempo and the pace, and especially the position where he's at. He's keeping that. He's keeping Rufy in the cage side.
Mm-hmm. But Rufy's no, he's using his length. He's using that jab
Oh,
like
right on
oof.
cue.
Mm-hmm. Like and you were kind of mentioning it for the last fight as far as
Oh
like
my god.
Teixeira. Oh,
Yeah.
it's spinning back
I
kick.
mean, if you got the height, I mean, go ahead
Yeah.
and pop that jab. I mean, just
Mm-hmm.
put it out there, even as a distraction.
But he needs to start following like those 1-2s down the pike too. And speaking of, did you get a chance to check out any of the prelim fights?
I saw which one? There's like two I caught earlier today. I saw the Junior Tafa Billy Elikana,
Yes.
and every time I watch Junior Tafa fight, he loses. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's my fault. So my bad, Junior, if you watch it. just
Oh, good
oh,
left hook.
nice kick. Yeah, just just let me know not to watch, and I'll hear about it later. And I did see Cody Brumbridge and Ken Rousen.
Yeah, that one and that one was the one I was thinking of where Rousen was just finding a way with like jab, straight down the pike, and I think that's what Roofy needs to do is just like keep him at bay and then catch him with that straight right.
Yeah, because Rousen's he was pretty tall for that middleweight division, and so okay,
see what I tell you. Fiziev doing a good job with trying to avoid the big punches.
Head movement from the ground is crazy.
Head movement. It ain't working now.
Not anymore. Oh, dang.
Boom.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's on stanky legs.
Yep.
TKO.
In Mike Goldberg's voice, it is all over.
It is over.
Wow.
It's all over.
See what happened when you use a jab, though?
Yeah. We were just talking about it, too. Mauricio Rufy wins by TKO over a tough Rafael Fiziev. Very tough fighter.
Boom. Straight right. Put that man on that. I've seen some ladies in Vegas doing that walk. You know what I'm saying? Heels ain't broken, but they just got them Bambi legs on them, right? Yeah, all bad. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's that walk I used to see when I was a security guard at a local university after midnight.
Okay now.
Those girls coming into the dorm. So I said the straight shots beat the loopy shots every single time. Just keep firing those straight shots down the pike. They were finding their way through.
Shorter distance to travel, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm actually happy that UFC changed the time on the pay-per-views or these numbered events now. These premium live events, I guess they're calling them now.
Yes.
Business. 6 o'clock over here on the West Coast, man. Let me tell you, it's a good thing. I actually saw one of the UFC fights. Oh wow, it was a few years back. I happened to be in Orlando for work, and the main event didn't start until 11:30. I'm like, bro, I can't live like this. I can't do it. Because I mean, back at home, that would have been 8:30. 8:30. Okay, right. Cool.
That's 11:30 your time. That's like 2:30 my time.
Like, man, yeah. So I don't complain. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. 3 fights, 2 finishes, so at least it's going pretty quickly. But UFC's got to find a way to slow it down somehow.
Now this next fight, man, Hooker versus Saint Denis. Woo!
Oh,
this one gonna be one.
Oh yeah, who you got?
If I was a betting man, I'm going Benoit Saint Denis because my man's a killer. He seems like the nicest guy in the world, but he is something vicious in between in the octagon. Dan Hooker is no slouch either. He's a certified killer as well too. I like it seems like he's having a resurgence in his career, and he's he's been on one, and to see these two go at it, I'm like, man, I like both fighters. So I don't know, but smart money puts it on Saint Denis. Who you got?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Saint Denis. While Hooker has been trying to get it back together, it just seems like if he gets taken down, like it's just a matter of time. And I think that's what's going to happen with Saint Denis. That's pretty much his bread and butter. So, and it hasn't been looking good for these hometown guys so far. When we talk about Tavasa and yeah, I think what's his name? Malarkey. He didn't really end up well, but at least he was facing another Aussie, so that didn't hurt too bad for him, I guess.
And it looks like Malarkey stepped in for somebody else too.
Oh yeah.
Oof. Yeah, so that Scalia was supposed to fight Zhu Rong. I don't know what happened on that one.
Well, let me see. All right, let's see. All right. All right. Rangju, yes. He's supposed to fight a guy named Rangju. So they had a good, I guess, they had a good representation from China. I see on at least the on the prelims. Yes, yeah. So Kild was supposed to face Rangju. Rangju withdrew. Sergey Spivak was supposed to face
Spivak was
Ante
supposed to fight too?
Delisha. Yeah, but that bout was rescheduled. Jimmy Crute was supposed to fight. He ruptured his ACL. And then Namzrai Babayar was supposed to face Aaron Tao, but Tao missed weight. And I think it was another fight on this card that was rescheduled because there was some suspicious activity with the betting lines, which we've seen that happen before, but they didn't actually pull the fight. So, what do you think of this stuff? We were just talking about the dangers of like betting as far as like being like just an ordinary person. But now UFC, and this happened literally like a week after all that stuff happened with the NBA getting caught up with the FBI, and one of their fights kind of getting targeted for suspicious activity in the betting lines, and then the guy who was the favorite just ends up losing and giving up his back and getting pretty much choked to submission, and then subsequently getting fired from the U or cut from the UFC. So what do you think about all that stuff and like the dangers of the betting and the dangers of that stuff hitting the athletes of the sport?
Man, number one, I hope I'm never ever put in that position where I have to, decide what's best for my family because of that kind of thing. Because that's number one. That's not an enviable position I ever want to hear about anybody being put in, whether they're pressured to do so for whatever reason, what have you. It's just a sad state of affairs. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's right, and you can't let money dictate your character, first of all. I mean, I understand, like Ted DiBiase says, everybody's got a price. You can't sell your integrity. you cannot sell your integrity. You can never buy it back.
Yep.
So that being said, I'm not surprised this kind of thing happens, simply because when you're talking about people, you're talking about people who, some people, I should say, some people have greed in mind. How can I get more? And there's always that lingering or that desire of more. How can I get more? And then you got somebody that dangles a carrot in front of you and says, hey, if you do this, I'll give you this. So again, your integrity can never be up for sale because again, you can't ever buy it back. So, and that's something I live and hold on to, so it's just a tough situation. And again, with the NBA is a little bit different. You've got millionaires already making lots and lots of money. A lot of these fighters that are coming in here, they're only making 25 grand per fight. And you still have to split that with your team. You have to split that with gym time and paying for other things. So I understand that. I don't condone it, but I understand it a lot more than an NBA player who signed a, $15 million a year contract, and you still trying to get more money. That's again greed at the highest level. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, man. It's just it's ugly all the way around.
And then you mentioned like the $25,000. That's if you win, because they still do like the show and the win bonuses. So it's like if you don't win, cut that in half.
Right.
Like you said, I never want to be put in that position, especially like now that UFC is on Paramount Plus. You would think they would try to work to get the fighters, but unless they have like an association behind them to try to have like collective bargaining with the UFC, like I don't see Dana giving up stuff for and like Hunter Thompson and all of those guys in the upper office, like Ari Emanuel. I don't see them just giving them more money just out of the kindness of their hearts. So yeah, it's a tough, and then like you said, tough, unenviable position to be in, where you're on maybe on that lower rung, and like you said, you got a family to feed, and you still got to pay dues to your coaches, and you still got to do this and do that. And I think even before his fight, Justin Gaethje mentioned like I won 14 fight of the night bonuses, and they still don't add up to equal $1 million. And
that's tragic.
So it's like, what can I do if I'm still out here fighting to try to provide for my family? And he tried to come on the back end and like I still live a comfortable life and all that good stuff. But it's like, yeah, nah, you're speaking volumes with that one, brother. But yeah, and then you started seeing fighters, I think, in the aftermath of this stuff getting found out. It's like you started seeing fighters saying, oh, well, somebody did approach me, but I said no. And then like a day later, they'll be like, nah, I was actually, I was joking, y'all. I didn't. It was like 3 different fighters that did that. It's like, well, why? That ain't nothing to joke about. Either you actually joking or you lying, and you just somebody told you, hey, tell them that you were joking. Don't be done.
They don't want that Cash Patel smoke. They don't want that smoke.
And the good thing is, like UFC and they in the administration good graces, so I think they'd be all right. But even though I think Chris was like, they still got to investigate them whether they in the good graces or not. But I was like, nah. Like Cash Patel be going to the fights, like just to watch as a fan. So he ain't messing with them. He ain't messing with Uncle Dana. But, yeah, but from what I saw, it's like fighters that aren't even really fighting in the UFC, like Lando Venata. Like, brother, I ain't heard of you in the last 5 years, brother.
Wow. If I was him, I'll just lay low. Lay low, not saying nothing, just continue living my life, doing whatever I am doing.
So But yeah, it was just crazy to find out that stuff. But now I think they're taking it a bit more seriously now, hence them
Yeah.
pulling that particular fight. I forgot what the card was or what the fight was, but they pulled it. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and look it up now.
Yeah, they were saying something about if they're noticing too much movement on the betting line, if it swings one way like abruptly, then yeah, they're subject to pull the card or pull the fight from the card. So, but again, when you're in bed with V Chain and uh, all these other betting
Exactly.
apps, I mean, sheesh.
The way market or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, it was pulled from last week's card. So
Okay.
Michael Johnson versus Alexander Hernandez.
Oh, okay.
Just hours before the card was scheduled to start, the UFC announced it had lost a lightweight matchup between Alexander Hernandez and Michael Johnson. The company did not immediately provide a reason for the cancellation, but UFC CEO Dana White confirmed at his post-fight news press conference it was for suspicious betting activity. The fight cancellation comes less than 3 months after the UFC dealt with a major betting scandal surrounding about between Isaac Dugarian and Yadier Del Valle or Del Valle. Despite being alerted to suspicious line movement on the match by sports betting watchdog Integrity Compliance 360, the UFC did not cancel that fight in November. Dugarian, who was a significant betting favorite, lost under suspicious circumstances. He was released by the UFC shortly thereafter. Quote, it happened again, White said after Saturday's card. We got called from the Gaming Integrity Service, and I said, I'm not doing this ish again. So we pulled the fight. It's like, just like Dana. It was like any other executive of like a multi-billion-dollar corporation. This is like
Mhm.
you would expect some, but Dana White just like I'm not doing this again. He's like the only guy.
That's hilarious. Well, hey, I mean, he don't want the smoke. He don't
Mm-mm.
want he
Exactly, like I said.
it comes back down to integrity and credibility, you know?
And that's the thing too. That's on the UFC side too. Is like if people don't believe that your fights are on the up and up, then they essentially become like pro wrestling to a certain point where it's like you you're pretty much seeing that the fights are fixed.
Mhm. Yep. And they
And
already got
so,
TKO already has a professional wrestling promotion under their portfolio. They don't need to.
indeed. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Nick
So it's
Khan
like,
don't need to be Tony Khan.
no, nope, nope. For real. All right, here we go. Hooker, 5 years older than Saint Denis, 1 inch reach advantage. Didn't get a chance to check out or 1 inch height advantage. Didn't get a chance to check out the reach advantage.
Let me get that real quick. I got it right here.
Oh,
Reach
you
is
got it.
75 inches for Hooker, 73 inches for Saint Denis.
All right, so 2 inch reach advantage. So again, try to use that with the striking for on Hooker's end. Use that jab like we talked about throughout the first part of this card.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My gut is telling me that jab ain't going. He gonna need a jab. He's gonna need mirror. He's gonna need everything against this man.
Well, who knows? Like Saint Denis got upset by Dustin Poirier not too long ago. Well,
Very true.
about a year ago.
But again, this is Dan Hooker, not
That is true.
You know, so I mean, no disrespect to Dan Hooker. I mean, I do like he like I said, he's having a resurgence in his career. I'm hoping the best for him. But I'm just saying, I just don't think that it's going to be a favorable night for him tonight. So, but again, we'll see. That's why they have the fights.
Indeed. Herb Dean.
All right.
Here we go with our co-main event of the evening. Co-main event, and it's not even 11 o'clock Eastern on my side. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, both coming out with kicks. Yeah,
oh wow.
Guillotine. Don't be silly. Lock in the gilly. We talked about Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, caught the kick. Now he's in. Yeah, he was reaching.
And they both dry.
Another. All right, he's got to get the underhooks instead of redirecting the head. There you go. Good takedown defense by Hooker, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Saint Denis, it looks like he's shooting from so far away. He needs to get inside first if he has a chance of getting the takedown in. Now he's just
out there, man.
I know, right? Good thing we ain't put money on our picks. Oh, he's trying to.
He's got some good defense today.
Mm-hmm.
Got that good takedown, but you tell he's been working on that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now he's trying to throw some shots and get in his Saint Denis, but underhooks turns him around. Now he's got a bit of a body lock on him. Saint Denis trying to pummel in. Separate. Oof. Ooh. Oh, he's trying to use that. He's trying to use that overhook, that wizard, trying to kick him up with it, but trying to do it again. Use it for
wait.
Oh, he's got it.
Yep.
That was like a desperation throw. Side control for Saint Denis now.
Nice elbows.
Hooker is just,
man,
his jaw had dropped. He was like, what? How did he get that off on me? All right, north-south position. He's keeping that arm, though. Is he going to do something with that arm? That top arm? The Kimura has looked like he's trying to lock up the grip.
That don't look fun.
Yeah,
you still got a little over a minute to go, too. So,
yeah, like you said, they're not really sweating like that right now. Oh, back to his base, back up. Nice.
Oh, another elbow.
Ooh. Ooh, good jab.
Ooh, okay.
And that's what Hooker needs. We were just talking about it with Rufy. Oh, but the inside trip gets him there. Throw the straight shots, the shortest distance. Gets you the bigger payoff. All right, feet on the hip.
Oh.
10
God,
seconds.
those elbows. Jeez.
All right, I'm not gonna take DC telling me who he thinks won the round. Who do you think won the round, Brother Jane?
Man, it was a tight round, but I think Saint Denis did more damage, especially with his ground control. So I think Saint Denis got that round. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Like the 2 takedowns, and like you said, just the damage that he sustained in those takedowns, and even with some of the strikes that he was throwing before the takedowns, he was able to land big shots that got the attention of Hooker a lot more.
Yeah, that takedown went. Oh man, the first takedown was disgusting.
Yeah,
that was disgusting. And then what he did with his elbows, from the top, it's just like, okay, that right there, in my opinion, won him the round.
Yeah, I think like the first half of the round, it kind of seemed as though Benoit Saint Denis was kind of like backpedaling. It's kind of like he was caught off guard by like the forwardness of Hooker, but then he started to find his groove. Again, he's shooting from distance again to start the round, but he needs to get engaged with him.
Oh wow! Look at got free.
Yeah, Saint Denis is like, nope. Poirier already told me that lesson. I'm not. You're not catching me again. He's trying to slip through again, but now he's on the bottom. Oh, he's got a leg though.
He earning that Hangman nickname. I mean, he's going for that neck. Here we go. Here we go.
Got the arm.
All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more.
You mentioned those elbows.
The elbows is nasty.
He could lock on the triangle anytime he wants to. He's got the leg over the head.
Oh, he's going for a Kimura. Golly.
No, he needs to bring, because I think he's using that top leg to trap the other arm, kind of like in a leg staple. But now he shifted to full mount. Kind of like grapevining through underneath the legs to flatten Hooker out. Shoulder jabs. It's been a while since I saw the shoulder jabs to the face.
The first person I saw do a shoulder jab was John Jones.
Oh yeah,
that was nasty up against the fence too. I was like, he's using his whole body against this man. What kind of you on a different level? I haven't seen that.
Arm triangle.
Yep.
He's got to get all the way over to the side. He's got to get his leg from being stuck in the middle. Oh, he's not defending though. He's got to defend. He's got to push against the head and get the arm underneath the head. Like Saint Denis is kind of squeezing, but it doesn't look like much pressure. And now
it don't look fun.
He's able to. It's not fun. Like the arm is down, so because usually you want that shoulder blade up on the neck to trap the other. So there's one carotid artery on one side that's getting trapped by like your shoulder blade, and then the other one is getting trapped by the actual choking arm. And so he wants to keep that. Yeah, he wants to keep that arm up for the choke so that the carotid is getting covered on both sides, but Dan Hooker is doing well with kind of keeping that arm down and kicking his leg through. But now the strikes are coming in now. But
Yeah.
it's more for like the back of the head. Yeah, Hooker
Sheesh.
just bloodied up.
Sheesh.
Like, I think had he jumped all the way over to the side and kept that in and just kept walking over, the fight would have been over. But man, his big cut. It looks like over the bridge of the nose
I think that.
of Hooker, either
I think
over the bridge of the nose or over that left eye.
Mm-hmm. Them elbows, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Oh. And yeah, I think the ref's gonna have to step in sooner or later. Is that Herb Dean?
Yeah, Herb Dean. I mean, I'm glad he's letting him fight because I mean, Hooker is one of those durable fighters that could pull off a miracle. I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I don't think you can take another 40 seconds worth of punishment.
Mm-mm.
At least I wouldn't for the health of the fighter.
Yeah, same here.
But he's covering up intelligently, so I mean, I'm glad he's giving him the opportunity, and he's talking to
sliding.
him now.
Yeah, he's slipping some shots through the guard. Yeah, he's about to stop it.
Yep,
It's over.
because there's no way he was going to recover from that.
And Saint Denis knew too. He was like, "Let me just keep throwing shots."
Part of the job, but you know, like I said, I would not have bet against Saint Denis.
Yeah. All right. Well, we would have won some money. It looked dicey in the beginning of that first round, but we end up winning some money. Nice. Again, not looking good for the Aussies right now, but we'll see. I think Volk will will bring it home for the Aussies.
Make the crowd go home happy.
I think so. Just that he was heavy on that wizard the entire night, just heavy on that overhook of that shoulder, even though like usually when you get both hands underneath your opponent and around the waist, that's usually in an advantageous position. But now with Saint Denis, he was able to use that into like a throw.
Well, I mean, you see now why Dan Hooker was defending the takedown so good. He did not want to end up in the spot that he ended up in.
Mm-hmm. All right. But I mean, it looks like Saint Denis was in the fight though.
Oh yeah.
Right eye is pretty much swollen up. Left eye kind of bruised up a little bit too. But he was able to get the job done.
He got touched up a little bit, you know. Again, the jab was working, and then you know, unfortunately, the takedowns happened, and then those elbows, my gosh, just raining elbows, it was all bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a classic case of if he's just walking through the airport, and they're like, "What happened to you?" It's like, I was in a fight, but you should see the other guy. That's a classic case of you should see the other guy.
Right.
Yeah. Man, where does Hooker go from here? Like Hooker's always been like kind of a up and down guy.
He's at where he's going to be at. He's going to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
and that's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, we know that he's not going to get a title opportunity. He's just going to be gatekeeping, just the proving ground guy, like the next person that's like an up and comer. They'll give him the Dan Hooker and say, "Hey, this is your opportunity." So he might main event like a UFC fight night or something like that. But I think he's hit his ceiling. In my opinion.
I think so too. Especially in just, and we talked about it earlier too with the injuries that he's been sustaining. He's still relative. I mean, 35 is kind of old for the division.
Yeah.
I think he can still put on a good show against, like you said, he could be a good gatekeeper and put up a good show against those that are up and coming. But like in those contender spots, I just don't think he'll be able to push his way into that number one contender spot. But let's go ahead and look at the winning side though with Benoit Saint Denis. We already know we got our interim UFC lightweight champion in Justin Gaethje. We got Ilya Topuria. Hopefully he's able to return soon with all the stuff that's going on with him. We got Arman Sarukian waiting in the wings. Like, where do you see would be a good fit for Saint Denis right now? Like, obviously, in my mind, obviously you're not going to shoot him up to a title fight right now.
No.
But who do you think would be a good test for him, at least before he starts working his way into true title contention?
Not sure who I would put him up against. I don't have a name off the top of my head. I do like Arman. What's his name? Sarukian.
Yeah.
That dude's been, a lot of people have been turning down fights with him. So I don't know. I would like to see him up against. That would actually be a very intriguing fight because I think the winner of that would deserve an opportunity.
Arman versus Saint Denis.
Yeah, I would like to see that. That'd be a killer fight right there.
Yeah, and I hate to be remiss, or I don't know what the phrase is, but I hate to leave off and then throwing them up right now. Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway going up for the BMF belt.
Ooh.
March 7th. So those are two big names in the lightweight division as well. Even though I think Max Holloway is kind of just getting his feet under him in the lightweight division with that big win he had over Justin Gaethje at UFC 300.
I mean, also too. I mean, we could do we just saw Mauricio Rufy fight. I mean, be another one. I mean, if we're not going to go that route, I mean,
really,
that's actually a loaded division. I'm looking at it right now. That's actually a loaded division.
Lightweight is always a loaded division.
Yeah.
Why they just got their feet kicked up like y'all not at work? That's what I mean. Put some shoes on. It's crazy.
He got shot. I think is that V-Chang? Yeah, shot the sponsor.
Oh, on his socks. Oh, probably. Yeah, you make a good point there.
We don't have enough logos to show who's sponsoring this event. So
I know, right? The octagon canvas only got so much space on it. Just
right.
Put it on your sock. Put a tie on with V chain on it.
Now that's just tacky. The socks, okay, but the tie, that's a little tacky.
oh, that's a bit much.
That's a bridge too far.
Sorry, Jay. I mean to take
the corner here. Come on, you know.
All right, just like that. 3 out of the 4 main card fights ending a finish, and only hurry up. Let's get to this main event down.
Yeah, man. What do you think about the production or the difference in the production from last week to this week with UFC being on Paramount Plus now?
I mean, honestly, I know you said you could tell a difference. I don't really think if I could tell a difference. I mean, other than I did notice that they are showing a little bit more of the walkouts and a little bit more of the action in between rounds, like as far as like with the corners. Joe Montana. But I'm sorry, I'm looking at these commercials. But other than that, I mean, I really don't see a huge difference between like the production from the last two cards.
Yeah, it's slight differences, and I think they're the better differences. Like again, like you were saying, going to the corner and doing the picture in picture. That's much welcome because I mean, at the end of the round last week, they just cut and go to a commercial. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to know what they're saying, because that's what we're used to, But I think the production value is a little bit better in terms of that. I do notice that we are getting longer commercial breaks, which again, to what Dana White was saying, we're getting it for $8.99. I'm not complaining about the commercials or the amount of commercials. I get it, but
See,
the placement of the commercials is something that that has to be considered. Because I mean, if you got your real true fight fans like myself, you, and a majority of the people that are watching these events here, we're used to a certain standard, and we weren't getting that. So we're starting to get into that. They're trying to. I think with this one, they're finding a balance, and I like the direction that they're going with showing the corner and giving us the picture in picture in that way. So I'm cool with it.
yeah, I'm on the opposite. I'm not cutting Dana no slack. Don't tell me you only paying $8.99. Well, yeah, because we're expecting it. We're expecting the same quality that we get when we were paying $80. You should still have the same quality. Just try to get. I know you got to make your money, but we still paying money per month anyway. It doesn't matter how much money we're paying. Like the quality should still be there. So, but who knows with that guy? I think he's already given up on MMA. I don't know if you see like the clips of him just going on. Like I mentioned before, just when before the fight was kind of cut from the card with Nunes and Kayla Harrison, he would just go on. I think he went on CBS this morning, just like, yeah, she's a Olympic medalist, but it's like, she's a gold medalist, right? 2-time gold medalist. You couldn't mention it. And then he would just go on and say, just like, he would just be nonchalant. He wouldn't be pushing and selling the fights like he usually does. Yeah, so I just think he's got one foot in the door and one foot out the door as far as with the UFC. I think he's trying to get all in on his Zuffa boxing thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I don't know. Ooh. All right, who you got in the main event?
I can't bet against Alexander the Great.
Yeah,
I can't go against him. Every time I see him fight, he's locked in, and I like Diego Lopes as well too. Best mullet in the business, but I just don't see him. It wouldn't surprise me if he were to get a victory over Volkanovski, but I just don't. I don't see it happening. It wouldn't shock me at all. But gun to my head, yeah, I'm picking Alexander the Great to take the W.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Volk only loses to like the top, like best fighters in the world. He doesn't lose to guys who are like one-dimensional or guys who may be well-rounded. Like he loses to, like, he lost to Islam twice. The second one is a little bit more definitive, I think, more because he had less time in between like fights to rest and prepare himself. But the first one, people arguably say that he won the fight against Islam, who's like pound for pound the best fighter in the world. And then he ends up losing to Ilia Topuria, who's arguably like in the top 5, if not top 3 of pound for pound best in the world.
Yeah.
Went to the 145-pound division, won that belt, had one defense, then went on to the 55-pound division and won that belt. So he only loses to like the top tier pound for pound guys. I don't think Diego is that yet. I think he's still kind of working his way up to that point, but I don't think he's there yet. And I think Volk's going to get the victory again. All right, we got our walkouts.
Here we go.
And again, I want to thank you, Brother Jay, for being here because I haven't even had to put up my "will be right back" sign so I could go ahead and take a breather in between.
Man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you letting me ride shotgun with you, man.
Oh yeah, of course. And I'm go ahead since we're right before the main event. Go ahead and mention just a little bit of an announcement. So I did mention last week that Chi is on a leave of absence. I would say right now she's trying to get things together, and hopefully we can have her return, even if it's in a limited role. We still want her to be back, but we gotta keep this train moving. As I said last week, one elephant don't shop the show because I'm not gonna call her a monkey. But brother Jay has been gracious enough to donate some of his time for the shows. So you'll be seeing a lot more of Brother Jay on not just the live watches, but on the proper SBF podcasts when we can have time to record together. And it'll be a little bit easier since he's actually in the States. It's harder to it's harder for me to get things together when somebody's like 6 hours ahead of you. But I'm glad Brother Jay's at least a few hours behind me so we can set some things up. So
yes, sir.
I appreciate you, Brother Jay, for offering up your time, and I look
Absolutely.
forward to chatting with you a little bit more in the future.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. I appreciate the platform that you got, and I've been following you guys, and like, man, that'd be crazy if I could ever, get up on here. And here we are, got the opportunity, and like I said, riding shotgun with you, man, and talk some graps, talk some MMA and combat sports, and I appreciate the opportunity, man. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. You've been doing great work, like I mentioned before, with your tag team partner Gerard, and so I'm glad that you were willing to set aside some time and you showed the interest in the sport. So, and we're also going to try to get some more people, some familiar faces like Brother Brandon from New Jersey, and also get our guy on here, not Phil, but my other guy that I spoke to, not Brandon, but it's another brother who works with post wrestling and helps out with post wrestling and the UFC post shows with John as well. So hopefully we could get some rotating guests in here as
Nice.
well. I've been trying to reach out to some fighters, and now I'm thinking aloud now. Now the fourth wall is broken, y'all. So
Okay. Okay, Deadpool, what you got?
well, I know, right? So yeah, we're going inside baseball, but at first I was just like, maybe I could just reach out to fighters directly, and then they'll let me know if they want to be a part of the show or not. And then it hit me as like, wait a minute, maybe I just need to reach out to like their managers and their agents too. So I've been reaching out to some management companies as well that manage and assist fighters. So some management agencies that assist fighters. So hopefully we'll be getting on some MMA fighters and analysts on here as well to break down some stuff.
All right.
One person that I would love to get on here, and I want to hear your thoughts about this, is two-time UFC bantamweight champion and now inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame class of 2026, Dominic the Dominator Cruz. What are some memories that you have of Dominic Cruz? Was he one of your favorite fighters, or was he a fighter you hated to see? I know he had a very polarizing personality. What did you think of Dominic Cruz during his fight career, and what do you think of him being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
First of all, I think he was well deserved. I mean, he's a well deserved Hall of Famer. I mean, not only for his fight career, honestly, for his media broadcasting career as well. I
Mhm.
think he's done an excellent job in breaking down fights and just adding his, his expertise into, the role. So for sure, number one, as a fighter, congratulations on that. I do some of the memories I've had of him fighting Henry Cejudo, but he lost to Henry Cejudo back in 2020.
Oh yeah.
Um, that was a good fight. Another fight he lost that I thought that, going into it, I thought he was going to win, but it just didn't turn out that way. Was against uh, what's his name? Oh my gosh, name is slipping up from my memory. Cody Garbrandt. That's
Oh
another one.
yeah.
Yeah, that was another good fight. Him, and then the most recent loss against Marlon Chito Vera.
Yep.
I like Cheeto. I like him a lot too. But again, and I'm sorry, they're all losses I'm talking about
Mhm.
for him. But again, Cruz has a Hall of Fame resume, despite me only highlighting losses. But I gotta humble people. that's,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah.
job here, But congrats to him, and I think that's amazing for him, and I can't wait to see exactly who else goes into this 2026 class. What about yourself?
Mm.
What are some of the standouts that you have from his career?
Well, I actually started following him when he was in the WEC.
That's
And
another
so
thing. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
yeah, so his rivalry with Uriah Faber is very well known.
Mhm.
Um, so just seeing them kind of butt heads from the UFC onto the or from the WEC onto the UFC was
Mhm.
was was cool to see. I was in the building and I actually watched live his fight against Demetrius Johnson. It was in
Yeah,
DC.
okay. Okay.
And I actually had the pleasure of going to one of the press conferences and asking him questions because um he trained with an affiliate of the Alliance Gym, which was Lloyd Irving. And so I just
Okay.
asked, and who is Team Lloyd Irving, I should say, who is their local within my neck of the woods. And so just asking him questions about how he feels um, getting a reception from a crowd that is pretty heavily behind Team Lloyd Irving, and does he think it's going to make a difference? And then I asked, I pretty much asked Demetrius Johnson like a reverse question, and this was before Demetrius went down to flyweight and started conquering that division. He was still
Okay.
in the bantamweight division, and so yeah, those are kind of like some good memories, and then um like seeing him come back against Mizugaki and just
Mhm.
flatten Mizugaki. And then it's just like, oh, ring rust doesn't exist, guys. I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
about all
Okay,
that.
that was the one there. Yeah, I remember that speech from the promo last week.
Yeah, and then just reclaiming his title. Like you said, I know he's had his losses, but he's always been able to at least a few times been able to bounce back. He lost his belt against Cody, but then he was able
Uh,
to beat TJ and get the title back. Um and then subsequently losing to to
Cody
Triple
Garbrandt.
C,
Yeah.
Captain Cringe, Henry Cejudo. Um, but yeah, and then subsequently him calling out like just not only like his fighting style and him just being slick with his movements and being able to transition from the striking and the awkward movements with the striking right into his wrestling.
Mhm.
Was just something that we haven't seen before, and we seen several people try to mimic it, but like often imitated, never duplicated. Like
Right.
that guy was one of a kind, and not only with his fighting style, but also with his personality. Like you said, with him coming off that loss to Cejudo and him blaming
Mhm.
blaming the referee Keith Peterson is like, oh, he had cigarettes on his breath. I'm like, what does that got to do with anything? Or he had alcohol on his breath. He was drunk. I was still in that fight. I was like, oh my goodness, don't be that guy, Dominic. But he's like I said, he's pretty polarizing, but you can never call him boring, whether it be in any of his fights or with like lead ups to fights. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely his rivalry with Uriah Faber and with Team Alpha Male was just a huge a huge part of not only like the history of the bantamweight division, but also like the history of like the lower weight classes as a whole, because that pretty much kind of put the lower weight classes, like anything under lightweight, that pretty much put them on the map once
Right.
WEC got dissolved into UFC. So shout out to Dominic Cruz. And like you say, he's doing phenomenally well as an analyst
Mhm.
wherever he goes, whether it be with his start with ESPN or now with Paramount. Just the awesome work that he's putting in, and then even the mini rivalries he has there. Like I think he I think he had a little spat with DC where it's like, DC, you don't study enough. Like, how you know I don't study? It's because I don't study as much as you do. Yeah, yeah, because Dominic Cruz, like, he ain't got no family. Like, he just stay like in the film room. Like DC, like, I got kids, I got a life outside of this.
Right?
Mhm. But it's kind of cool just to see them kind of get at each other back and forth with that. But they were doing it kind of like in a like in a loving, like a playful way, because they all like you could tell that they're kind of like friends with each other, or very friendly with each other.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
going in oh, good shot defense by Lopez. I think he's kind of learned from that first fight. He's like,
Well,
I need
he is the taller, longer fighter, so, again, get that jab
huh?
up there like he's been doing, and that's always gonna be Volkanovski's, wheelhouse. Is like he's gotta figure out a way to crack the code and, get in but, again, if
Mm-hmm.
you could just keep the shorter fighter at distance, you have a better opportunity of, success, by creating space.
Right. And that was a good thing that Topuria was able to do against Volkanovski. Is like
Mhm.
able to set up the angles with the striking, and like just the fight IQ of Topuria. And that's why I think it's so hard to have somebody else who can do that if they don't have the fight IQ of
Right.
a Topuria or of a Islam Makhachev. So it'll be 5 minutes. You think this fight is going the distance, or do we see a finish in this one?
I'm not saying. I jinxed it last time. I jinxed it last time. I
I
if we go all 5 rounds, I wouldn't be upset.
yeah, I think if you got Volk winning, then most likely it's gonna go all 5 rounds. As you know, he's gonna do his thing with trying to get the fight to the ground, and he's not really gonna like he may look for some submission positions, or maybe if he can find his way into like a ground and pound situation, but he's not going to force it. Oh, charging right into a body lock against the fence, but Diego was able to defend it well for now, at least. Good head position by Volkanovski right under the jaw. And that's the thing too, like you mentioned, being either having a taller fighter against having a taller fighter against the shorter fighter.
Mhm.
Like when you get up in that clinch, like the shorter fighter, if they're strong enough and they can get underneath you, then that's an easier way for them to get the takedown. But Lopes was able to kind of get off, disengaged from the fence.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the one thing that Volkanovski always has is he's got power,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes at such a short distance. It's ridiculous.
And then I like how he switches stances too. He's keeping them guessing a little bit, but Lopes, he's like shaking the head like, no, you didn't get me. But it's like once you do that, then yeah, you did. I got you. you feel it a little bit if you gotta acknowledge it. That mullet is flowing, though. I'll tell you
It
that.
is. It is. I'm a little jealous.
Same here.
I ain't got the locks like that, man.
Yeah, I told my family once, like when we was in the pandemic, I was gonna try to make all my hair dreams come true. That was like my midlife crisis. Like I wanted to get like a faux hawk, then I wanted to
man.
I wanted to do a Jerry Carroll, but they talked me out of that one.
Oh, rightfully so. You sound like you got people that love you.
Exactly.
People that love you, man. That's great. I couldn't do that. Like if I go on like a show like Survivor where I can't like go bald every other day or so, it's gonna look treacherous, man. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Yeah. I started shaving my head like before I started actually losing my hair, so no one actually knew when I would lose my hair. So I've been big.
Now, is it to the point where you can be like, because I don't know if you're a big fan of like Bomani Jones.
Okay. Yeah.
Watching his stuff, like when he was still with ESPN, he was able, and then he was starting the show on HBO, the Game Theory.
Okay.
Like, he was able to grow it out to a certain point, and then he was like, the makeup and the hair and makeup crew at the HBO show was like, let's put some of this fiction in there. Can you grow it up to a certain point? Or
I don't even want to. I don't even want to try it. I'm gonna tell you something. One of my most vulnerable moments, man. Like my son, he was I think he was like 8 at the time, and I was like 33 at the time, right? So, or my math might be a little off, but either way, I was 33. I don't remember how old he was. Might have been like 10 or 11, something like that. Anyway, he was a jerk. Anyway, so I had short hair. At one time I had dreads and whatever. And I cut it down because I was starting to recede a little bit. And so one day my son comes home and said, "Hey, Dad, how come you got a Mickey Mouse hairline?"
Oh, really, Mickey Mouse? See,
bruh, that was the funniest thing I heard in a long time. Cause I was trying to line it up. And he said, "You got a Mickey Mouse hairline." I was like, "Yo." I went in the shower. I bicked it that night crying. It's the ones that cut you the deepest that hurt you the most. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what that was. So, what I did was I bicked it, and I've been bicking it ever since, man. So, yeah. So, I don't even know if I could grow it honestly. So I mean, anytime. But you know what I've seen lately, like on not lately, but more recently on like TikTok or whatever, where these barbers will get like these toupees and
Oh,
they'll glue them down and they'll put you up with a nice, good fade or whatever.
oh,
I was
don't go.
5 years too late for that.
Yeah, don't
If
go
I'd
out.
have known, bruh, you talk about getting a Jerry curl, I would let my
Not with the
soul
toupee.
go. I had that thing on me.
Oh, oh, you was rocking the S curl back then, the soul glow.
I was Ice Cube Jr.
Oh man, pictures or it didn't happen, brother. We got.
Oh
You,
man,
you ain't got to put them on the air, but I got to see pictures.
Oh man, growing up, I had that S curl going.
Oh, they
Yep.
swinging. Oh man, that's the thing. Like when I was growing up, like my mama ain't allowed me to be too creative with my hair. I grew it out. I would always have like long enough hair to kind of get into a fro, kind of like a fro, but not like a huge fro. And then she braided it once, and I kept like straight back cornrows.
Okay.
And I kept it for one day of high school, and then I never went back.
Man, for me, it's like just sitting in the chair, just having like knuckles up against your skull for hours at a time was not comfortable for me. So yeah, I dreaded it out for a little bit, and then let it go, man. I let it go.
You came on home.
You know what they said? You know what? You can't be looking like Jerry Rice no more, man. You gotta let that go. So I let it go. You're not gonna have me up here just thinking I'm looking fly and I'm not really looking like the Predator. I can't do that, bro. I got people who love me too.
That is true too, man.
Here we go.
Oh, is it locked in?
Look like it's not locked.
He's slipping. I don't know why he jumped into it.
He thought he had fun. He having fun in there. You can tell these fighters are having fun.
He's smiling there. Uh-oh. He's looking to get back up. Oh, now Diego trying to take the back now.
Oh, got a body triangle on him too. Oh my gosh. Not enough time now.
Nope.
Is that a toe hold he got him in? Yeah, they are having fun back there, man. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, Volk having fun. Lopez looks serious. He's like, I'm trying to end this. Volk at home too.
Hey, check this out. I'm gonna post something real quick.
Oh yeah. Of course. Shout out to our fearless leader, Nate. Shout out to Two-Way Ray and the leader of not the mid-card mafia, but the prelim posse, Jay Lacey. Good work, brothers. Hashtag Neff Media, hashtag UFC, hashtag SBF. Shout out to you, brother Nate. Appreciate you.
Salute to you, sir.
Our fearless leader. Hopefully you ain't had to work 25 hours again at the shoot job. Hopefully you're able to rest and relax at home, brother. All right. Round 3. Both guys have a little bit markings on the face, but not too much. Not too much. All right. You see that? I think I might have it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have it 2-0 for Volk or 1-1.
I was just thinking 1-1. I mean, for me, it's like if you're the champ, if you're the challenger, you gotta really have a convincing round to really make claim that you're gonna take the belt off the champ. And I think round 2, I think he did enough to make that claim. Round 1, Alexander.
Yeah. I think so too. Like, even if Alexander wasn't able to get the fight to the ground, he was pushing the pace with his movements and able to get clean shots in. All right, Volkanovski, 21 head strikes to 15 from Lopez. Let me go ahead and pull up the UFC. All right.
Nice leg kick.
All right. Right now, 36 total strikes for Volk to Lopez is 31. Actually gave Lopez a takedown. And Volk doesn't have any. At least that's how it's looking here on the live fight stats right now.
I like that elbow over the top. That was nice. Wow. Wow.
Oh!
Right here by Volkanovski.
He's screaming too. He knew he got him. Oh!
Return shot.
Knee to the body. Oof. 1-2. And you talk about the longer fighter supposed to be pawing that jab out there, but Volk is pawing the jab out there.
He really is.
Oh, and it's switching stances again. Yeah, it looks like doesn't look like Lopez is like considerably tired, but he's definitely slowing down the output.
You know, one of the other things I noticed about this card versus last week is I haven't noticed anybody slipping. Because last card, it seemed like we had somebody slipping in the octagon at least once during every fight.
That's a good point.
Nobody, whatever they or didn't use on this canvas, they should continue that. Wow. Oh, okay.
Oh! Man, doggone. It's like you talk about Volk's power, but Lopez has power.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mark Goddard, third man in the cage, watching closely too. Ten seconds.
Nice knee.
Yeah, even with the quick flash knockdown, I'm still gonna give that to Volk, that round to Volk.
Yeah.
All right. Now we get into the championship rounds. Boom. And then another two right.
That stutter step. Hold on, man.
The scream, he knew he caught him. And then he gets dropped.
but he popped back up like, yo, had to be instinct.
Go to inside leg kick. You're in the championship rounds. If Lopez is number 2 contender, who's number 1? Let me see.
Mozar Evilov.
Oh.
Yeah, he's number 1.
Yeah, I think he just fought recently.
That left hand is working for him.
Mm-hmm. It's just like the way, especially when Lopez switches back to southpaw, it just the way Volk is looking for the angles and trying to get his lead foot ahead or on the opposite side so he can clear the way for that straight right. Very cerebral. It's like you can tell just that IQ of like a long time top fighter in his prime. All right. Jay, you still with me, bro?
I'm still right here, man.
Oh, okay.
I thought something was going on with my sound. I'm like, what is? That's why I'm like, looked like I was tweaking for a second. Yeah, I'm still over here. I'm like, what is going on with my sound on my PC over here? But we're good.
Again, the output from Lopez is dramatically lowered down a bit.
Yeah, you can just tell that, like you said, championship rounds. This is nothing new to Volkanovski. His output is. I wouldn't be surprised if he's at least 3 times more active than Lopez in this round. I don't know if Lopez is just reserving it for the final round or what, but I mean, you're gonna be down. At least on my card, he would be down 3-1.
Same. And I'm surprised Volk isn't pushing the takedowns a lot more in this round. I don't think he's attempted a takedown so far in this round yet.
No. Oh no. Oh no. That sucks. If he wasn't gassed before, he is now. That'd take a lot out of you. Sheesh.
He's got up to 5 minutes, though. And Volk knew it too. It was like, oh.
Mm-hmm. I may have to rewind, but I think that's JaVale McGee is in attendance.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the crowd. I just saw him right there.
Australia?
It looked just like him though. If it wasn't him, it looked just like him.
Hey, I
He's
ain't
not in the
gonna
league. So
argue.
I'm sure he got.
He's got a very distinct look. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's a lot of brothers who walk around
Brown shirt,
like
white
that in
cap.
Australia. I think I just saw him. Yeah.
Yeah, brown shirt, white cap. I think that's him. Shout out to JaVale McGee, man.
Shout out.
Shaq didn't need to pick on him like that.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Okay.
No, they swinging now.
Oh no.
That's the thing. Where was all of this energy earlier in the round with Lopez?
Well, now we about to see.
Uh-oh, he's going to the ref.
Probably complain about an eye poke, maybe.
What's he saying to the ref?
Probably complain about an eye poke.
I think so. Let's see if they're going to show it through a replay.
Yeah, if they isolated, I'm sure. I didn't see it at all, but I like what Lopez's corner is telling him right now. You got to go all out. You got to go all out if you want to win this. And that's what he needs. He needs people in his corner to be honest with him. Like, dude, you losing.
Right.
You need to figure it out. Find a way to, you need to finish. That's what you need.
Like what I was yelling at Ty Tuivasa, you gotta go. Like you can't wait. You can't conserve your energy. 5 minutes for the rest. Like 5 minutes could be the last time you ever have an opportunity for a championship. You need to go now.
There is no other round. You got to go now.
Mm-hmm. You got to push it. 5th and final round, folks. And then Volk just be on his bicycle the whole time.
Pretty much just coasting. Which I mean, so if Volkanovski walks out of here with the title, what's next?
For Volk?
Yeah.
I think Evlev, if he doesn't have a fight coming up, especially Evlev's supposed to be the number one contender.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much like Volkanovski's already been through everyone else.
Yeah, he's shut down the division.
Mm-hmm. And then
okay.
And
now we
went.
went.
The one guy he couldn't get by, he left the division on his own power, so he ain't have to worry about him no more.
Oh, nice jab.
Good underhooks. Over unders. Oh, the crowd going crazy. Staying with that heavy clinch pressure against the fence. Now reversed by Lopez. Now Lopez got double unders with a body lock on. We're gonna see a Saint Denis throw. Oh,
got the drop. And got his back too. Wow.
Lopez does have great jiu-jitsu.
Got his back. I'm not surprised. Wow.
Oh, he's high though. He's high. Put him against the fence. Yeah, defend the choking hand. Put him against the fence. Take some of the weight off. Good.
Oh, he lost the
good
grip.
Veteran move by Volkanovski. Keep that hand.
2 minutes left in the round. 2 minutes left in the fight, really.
Good.
Nice elbows.
Mm-hmm. Good takedown defense, or a good defense from bottom by Volkanovski. Now that head positioning again, being a smaller man, right underneath the chin and the jaw. And now the body lock again. Like, Diego's got to go. Oh, Kimura.
Oh,
trying to drop down for Kimura.
oh.
Bring him over. Come up. Take the back with it. Oh, armbar. Folks defending it, though. He's trying to stack him, put more pressure on the body, try to get that elbow past the waistline. Diego still keeping with it. Oh, he's extended. Oh,
I thought he was going to.
He's able to pull out. Ejectocito cut. I had
You
to check
worse than me
myself.
tonight, man.
I'm equal opportunity. I call myself out too. All right. Now Volk, he kind of reminds me of like when who was it? It was Randy Couture versus Tito Ortiz, and they got into like a weird position where Randy Couture was like spanking him. Like, what are we doing? It's like I had to spank the bad boy.
They had something like that last week too.
Oh yeah. Oh, doggone John Silva getting on the
no, you're right. Yeah, Silva. Yeah.
Getting on the bag like a surfboard.
That was wild.
All right. It's a decent fight, but pretty clear who won that fight. Not straight up dominating, but in my eyes, it was pretty clear who won that fight.
Yeah. I got Volkanovski 4 rounds to 1.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, shout out to him. I mean, I think the first fight was more entertaining to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Much more entertaining. I don't know if I don't know. I thought this was gonna be a better fight than what it was. It was a decent fight, but I mean, when you come up with such high hopes with the first one produced, you already set my expectation bar pretty high. So
yeah. All right. Well, let me at least go through what I'm seeing on the UFC's website as the final stats. Total strikes, Volk 100-73 for Lopez. Takedowns, each man scoring 2. Submission attempts, at least for what it shows on here, Volk with 1 to Lopez is 0, which is surprising because Lopez had the Kimura and the armbar attempt, but I guess is unofficial numbers. Let's see, significant strikes. Volk landed 80 to Lopez's 69. Oh, here we go. Yep.
wow, somebody gave him 50-45. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wow. Who was that judge? Sheesh.
Look, it wasn't Dana who belted him up. Where's Dana? Dana ain't go to Australia. Craig Jones. All right. Well, as you heard it, Volkanovski gets the decision victory, unanimous. 2 judges scoring 49-46. One judge scoring all 5 rounds for Volkanovski.
Insane. Whoever gave him all 5 rounds, my gosh, that's drug test now.
It's not that egregious though.
But I mean, the second round was clearly Lopez's round. I mean, he looked very crisp in that round. Yeah, I don't know.
But that's the thing. That's why I thought, like, when only one judge last week gave Patty 3-2, I was like, that was my card. I gave Patty 2 rounds, but somebody thought, or I think 2 other judges thought Gaethje won 4 out of the 5 rounds. So I was like,
yeah, that's
know what they were thinking.
Yeah, there's some cards that's like, okay, I can see how it's like really close, and then there's others that's like, okay, I know we weren't watching the same fight.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we said, even though Australia had a shaky start, like we said, they had to send the crowd home happy.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew that they were hoping that this fight would send them home happy because again, I thought Volkanovski was going to win. I didn't think he pitched a shutout by any means, but yeah, I thought it was, I thought he was going to come home with the title. So we'll see what happens. Who his next challenger is? What is it, Evilov or whoever, But
well, speaking of, let me go ahead. I'm pulling up the rankings now. All right, so like you said, number 1 is Mozart Evloev. Number 2, Lopez, who just lost. 3, Yair Rodriguez, which Volkanovski beat. 4, Lerone Murphy.
That is a fighter. I like him.
He's on the come up. 5, Aljamain Sterling, who made the jump up to the featherweight division. 6, Jean Silva, who got the big victory over Arnold Allen last week. 7, right. Arnold Allen, who dropped down.
Flip flop.
8, Yusuf Zalal. 9, Steve Garcia, and 10, Brian Ortega, who has been a while since I've seen him.
T-City, okay.
Sure. T-City. Oh, well, girl. get a towel or something. You on national television. Got your bra showing on national stuff. Let me stop. All right. What do you think happens with Lopez? Does he go back to the drawing board?
He'll go back to I would like to see him fight one of these, at least a top 5 fighter.
Yeah.
Maybe even the top 6. Maybe Jean Silva. That would be actually pretty good for him right there.
Oh.
So set that up for Silva entering the top 3 maybe. I'd like to see that happen.
Well, the thing is, they fought before.
Oh, happened.
Yeah, that was Lopez's fight prior to getting his title shot again. I think he knocked out Silva.
Oh, I don't want to see that again, man.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Yeah, he caught him with like I think it was like a spinning back elbow, I should say.
Oh, I need to go back and watch that. Or if I did, I didn't see it. I don't remember it. Wow.
Huh. They were showing the clip, the highlight all night.
I'm talking to you. I missed it.
Blame it on me. Blame it on me.
Oh, he brought everybody in there. Okay.
I know. That's all I'm like, wow, all these people coming in the ring. Like, you only supposed to have like your lady, your babies, and that's it. Why all these people in the same t-shirt coming in?
He had a family reunion up on it.
I know, right? You might as well. All right, so Tista versus Strickland. Oh, Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez.
Whoever fights against Strickland, I'm rooting for that person.
Same. That guy. Oh,
I am openly rooting for whoever he fighting.
That man's man. As Andrew Thompson famously said of Herschel Walker, that man Strickland brain is sunny side up egg. I don't know what I don't know
You're not
what's
wrong.
going on in the head of that man.
You're not wrong. He's
And how he ever became middleweight champion is beyond me. How he beat doggone Izzy is beyond me.
that part right there, man.
That's crazy.
I was moving furniture in the house when that happened. I'm like, no. Ancestors is upset right now. What is going on? Yeah.
That guy. All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and call it a night. It's 9 p.m. for you, brother. So you still got the good evening ahead of you.
I can still go get some In-N-Out burger, man. I'm good.
Go ahead, brother. Enjoy. No, before we head on out again, I want to thank you, brother, for joining me. If you wanted to go ahead and share with the people anything else you got going on, or if there's anything going on as far as these ring theory streaks, because we did have another show earlier in the afternoon involving the WWE. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it or if you were boycotting like me and brother Nate, but
I caught a couple of the highlights. I
Yeah.
didn't divulge in the entire show, but you can catch me up here on the Nefarious Network, talking ring theories. That's the show that me and my tag team partner, Gerard Brown, we host, and we just had an episode that just dropped. So we gave some of our thoughts on what would happen during this this show. And spoiler alert, I do need to do a wellness check to make sure that downtown is all right. Because one of the things happened that he didn't want to happen. And I just need to make sure my boy is all right. But you catch me on that show over there. Also, other shows on the network here, Kings of Sport, as well as the Parlay. And if you haven't hit the like or subscribe button for the YouTube channel, please go ahead and do that, because we are on the drive for 500. So you can also catch me on Instagram at Jarek_wins, and follow me, and I follow back. That's all I got. Thanks.
Well, again, appreciate you, brother Jay. And as we said before, you're going to be seeing a lot more of the mid card, the upper mid card Jay Lacey here on SBF, the upper prelims, I should say.
Prelim posse, what's happening?
You're gonna see a lot more of him on SBF, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very excited about it. So thanks again, brother, for joining me this evening.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, and with that, you can find me, of course, right here on the Nefarious Media Network. Of course, we're going to try to get back to more regular monthly episodes of SBF. Again, they're going to be a bit more manageable to record now, but we're always welcome for anybody to come back, especially Chi. So, but we're going to try to be more consistent with our monthly episodes during our relaunch here at SBF, aka Styles Break Fights. So continue to tune in, continue to support. If you want to follow me personally, you can follow me at Instagram at MondoDondo1. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Two-Way Ray. And like Brother Jay mentioned, we are on the drive for 500. So 500 Patreon subscribers, 500 YouTube subscribers. Being 500 YouTube subscribers, that helps us to get halfway towards monetization and halfway towards having YouTube partners, which makes it easier, or YouTube memberships, which will make it easier if you do want to help out monetarily with us, and in the meantime, you can always help out monetarily with the patreon.com/nefarious media network. $3, not 5, but 3 gets you in the door for over 300 hours of content, including talk about culture, sports, politics, comic books, pop culture as a whole, anything you can think of under the sun, kung fu movies, anything you can think of under the sun, we talk about over at the Nefarious Media Network Patreon channel. So please go ahead, if you can spare it, and if you are willing, please try to help out. If you can't help out monetarily, you can always find us at all of our different social media accounts, whether it be TikTok at Nef Media, whether it be at Instagram.com at Nefarious Media Network, whether it be at Nefarious Media on Blue Sky, wherever you can find us, at Nefarious Media on Twitter, I believe, Twitter X, wherever you can find us for free. We're not even asking you. And right here on YouTube, youtube.com/Nefarious Media Network 2025. You can support us for free right here. We're getting close to 200 subscribers so far. So we're working our way up to that 500. So please continue to support if you are willing. And share it with a friend if you can. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share with a friend. All the cringy YouTube stuff that all the creators be saying. Please. It really helps out a lot. So we appreciate you supporting. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate your input. If you want to share, you can always find us at our email, kingsofsport@gmail.com. We still got the old email, Gmail tripping. I don't know why they won't let us change it. But yes, kingsofsport@gmail.com. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and thank the proprietor of this here network, Brother Nate Milton. Thank all the people who have helped to build this network to where it is thus far. We're looking at you, Beige Forefather, wherever you are in the land of the mouse, brother. And Redacted, even you, brother Redacted, even you. We thank you for starting this off and building the foundation for us to kind of grow from. So with that, I'm talking too much. I'm blabbing too much. So let me go ahead and put on the outro music so you know when it's time to go. All right. Here we go. One more time. This has been This has been Brother J. I've been Two-Way Ray. Ooh, that goes together. See, I like that. Brother J and Two-Way Ray.
Let's go.
And this has been another Live Watch installment of the Styles Break Fights podcast. Appreciate you for tuning in, watching, or listening wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves. Be safe, especially if you're in the States. Stay safe. Please continue to use caution out there, y'all. One love, y'all. One love. And with that, good fight. Good night. Peace. We'll see y'all here next time.